Do you hear it? That voice, faint but persistent, whispering to you in the stillness of the night? It's not the sound of the wind or the echoes of the battlefield. It's the voice of doubt, the relentless hiss that says, "You are not enough." I know that voice too well. It has haunted me in the darkest hours, telling me to be someone else, someone stronger, someone better, someone worthy. I am a warrior, not because I was born one, but because life forced me to fight, to wield a sword not just against flesh and steel, but against the fears that gnawed at my soul. Yet there was a time when I fought not for honor, not for truth, but to escape the weight of being me. Let me tell you a story not of glory but of struggle. There was a day I stood in the shadow of a greater man, a warrior whose name was sung in halls and whispered in awe. He was everything I was not. Where his blade struck true, mine faltered. Where his voice commanded armies, mine was lost in the crowd. Where he carried himself with pride, I walked in shame. I envied him. No, I despised him. Not because of his strength, but because he reminded me of what I thought I could never be. So I studied him, imitated him, tried to craft myself in his image. I mimicked his stride, his words, his very essence. And for a time I believed I had succeeded. People began to notice me, praise me, even fear me. Yet deep inside I felt hollow. It was as if I had built a castle on sand, a fortress with no foundation. And when the storms came, and oh, they always come, I crumbled. One night, as I sat in the ashes of my defeat, I opened the pages of the sacred word. I read of David, the shepherd boy who stood before Goliath, not with the armor of another, but with a sling and stones, tools that reflected who he truly was. I read of Moses, who doubted his own voice but found strength not in imitation, but in obedience to God's call. And then I read these words: I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. Fearfully, wonderfully made. It struck me like lightning. I had spent so long trying to forge myself in another's image that I had forgotten I was already crafted by the Creator himself. Every scar, every failure, every quirk, they weren't imperfections. They were marks of the one who shaped me, who called me not to be anyone else but the warrior I was meant to be. I began to fight again, not to become someone else, but to reclaim myself. And it was the hardest battle I have ever faced. It meant standing naked before my own insecurities, facing the parts of me I had buried, and saying, "This is who I am." And that is enough. Now I ask you, fellow traveler, fellow fighter, who are you trying to be? Are you chasing shadows, wearing masks? Are you so desperate to fit into this world that you have forgotten you were made to stand out? The world will tell you to conform. It will reward you for blending in, for silencing your voice, for pretending to be what you are not. But listen to me. The world is a liar. Do you know who you are? You are not your failures. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are not what others think of you or what they whisper behind your back. You are a creation of God, fearfully and wonderfully made, with a purpose that no one else can fulfill. Stop trying to be someone else. Stop hiding behind the walls of imitation. There is no strength in being a counterfeit, no victory in living a lie. Your scars, yes, even the ones you wish would disappear, are proof of your journey, of battles fought and lessons learned. Let me remind you of another truth. God does not make mistakes. The hands that formed the heavens and the earth also formed you. You were made in His image, not theirs. And He does not call you to be perfect. He calls you to be faithful. Take it from a warrior who has walked that road of doubt and envy, who has stared at his reflection and seen only shadows. The day you stop trying to be someone else and embrace who you truly are is the day you will find freedom. It won't be easy. It won't happen overnight. But it will be worth it. When the world tries to make you doubt, when it tells you that you are not enough, remember this. Your worth does not come from their approval. It comes from the One who made you, who calls you by name, who sees you for who you are and loves you still. So rise, warrior. Stand tall in your truth. Let go of the masks, the comparisons, the endless striving to be anyone but yourself. Your greatest battles will not be fought with swords or shields. They will be fought in the quiet of your heart where doubt and faith collide. But hear me now. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you believe. And you are enough. Be yourself. Because the world doesn't need another imitation. It needs you, exactly as you are. And remember this. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. You were not made to hide in shadows, but to shine in His light.